EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Get it! Lions.
And Richardson will throw to start out here. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Now a first carry here for their running back. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. You talk about this Miami defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Unlock line! Unlock line! Chaplock!
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. The Colts send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And taken right on the 30. That'll go as a punt of 32. And it'll be Dolphin football. 36-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He's got his man. It's Andrews. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time.
And that's caught inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run Achane. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Go, Reed, go. Ready.
Richardson to throw off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Achane to start the drive. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. You look at this Colt defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend to the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well...
And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Drop for a loss of 7 on multiple defenders.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards and take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by Rodgers.
A nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They go play action with Richardson. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Richardson. So left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Here's Richardson to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Colts. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. And this is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 41 yards. And the Dolphins are once again back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Ready?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
3.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Get it.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Richardson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized his offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Come on, set! Go!
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. I guess that was a little better. He got back to the line of scrimmage there after the loss on first down, but now you're still dealing with a 3rd and long.
So let's put on our offense coordinator hat. They've been very aggressive against the run the last 2 plays. I'm thinking screen right here. Let him come get the quarterback and dump it off, and there could be some room to roam.
65 cat.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 18. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now it's Richardson. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. He got 29 yards that time.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Throwing on 2nd and long. Richardson looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
18, Pioneer. Come 19, come 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw here. And that's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Back to throw again. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 23. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Malone. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for Colts TD. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, he's going to make a play for me. I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The screen pass here to Cohen. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Eluded, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys running.
Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Said about this pass rush, they have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Boy, I got to say, I don't know how he made it all the way to the end zone without going down. What a run.
Absolutely incredible that was, because defensively you're taught to break down, wrap up, but in this case he didn't really allow it, and really nobody was able to slow him down enough for the extra help to get there. He just kept getting out of tackles all the way downfield and found the end zone.
Back now in Indianapolis, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. A good pickup there at 22. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right now.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Rodgers brings it in. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 15-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On the Jets sweep, here comes Waddle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The 1st-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Ready, break.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, check that. Street.
Play action. Now Richardson. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Let's go now.
They'll come up now on second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets this one just shy of 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
19 Lions.
Now Richardson. Got a throw right sideline is complete. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for.
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. This is 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. So back-to-back incompletions now, 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back in the focus here. Get the first down. That's what's final today.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Waddle. He's got a first and maybe more. Jalen Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's first down. Now Richardson.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Richardson to throw it.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Here now, third down. Richardson.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. Fourth down and 8.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return.
They're on the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15.
Looking to throw.
Got an open man that time. They end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
They'll set up to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop him with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it's all going to ride here on the left foot of their kicker. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does! It's good! My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And